Hey guys, welcome to update number 4. We're going to get this update started off with a bang and start working on this section of the interior. So I'm going to actually make something that can come out of it and then slide back in for display purposes. I think it'll make it a lot easier to transport and as well to hold this up structurally. But yeah, so I'm going to build two rooms, one on each level. I'll start showing that off in a minute. I'm going to use these 4 base plates, so it's going to be a decent chunk of room. I'm going to make some bunk beds, some just weapon storages and whatnot. So yeah, I think we're going to just cut into a time lapse real quick and begin building the platform I want to use to get this going. So yeah, let's get into it. Got a lot of good work done that first bit of the time lapse. I've just made kind of the supports that are going to hold up the bunk bed, as you can see here. However, after I started working on this, I noticed that this is going to be a lot taller than I thought, and we're only going to have room for the bunk room and no storage above it, which that'll be fine, um, just because we don't have a ton of room to work with, uh, and that would just make it too short because I want to add 4 bunk beds. Time to hop into another time lapse to get some more work done. Totally forgot to film a time lapse here, but that's going to be okay. I finally got this kind of laid out how I want it to be with the bunk beds, and I just wanted to show how that's going to kind of look with the open bed. Then, if you look around to the side, we're going to have a room for the doorway, um, and then also we're just going to add the 4 more bunk beds on top of this. As you can see, again, running out of space, so for sure we'll not be adding any other rooms, but it's going to be okay. All right, both these side pillars are done now. We've got the room for 4 bunk beds and the ladder. The ladder's some new pieces I just got. Thought they worked pretty well for this. And yeah, the bunk bed area is actually complete now, and the supports as well. So yeah, let's get into adding a little detail above the bunk beds, and we'll keep moving on. All right, added some lights and kind of little vent system for heating and cooling up top. Then about all I've got left to do is tile off this, make it kind of like a good walking way, add the door to enter the main base, and then add some more figs, build up this final wall over to the left side as well, so it'll be all enclosed. And yeah, also adding a little detail beneath to in the weapons racks, so quite a bit still to do, but we're getting there. The doorway is coming along nicely, as you can see here. Added a little control panel, and I also added the grates on the floor. And yeah, so that's about all I did so far, but I think it's a great addition, and it's making the bunk room look more complete. All right, and here we have it. The barracks has been added to the base. I think it's an awesome addition. You guys will have to let me know down in the comments what you guys think. But yeah, let me just give you a quick tour since I didn't really film finishing this. We've got the below area, which has the weapons and a little detailing there. Got a little helmet rack there for the troops to gear up. In canon, of course, the armor's stored in those things, but not quite practical in Lego. But yeah, and then here's the entrance, the door. I like how this pathway kind of turned out. And yeah, so there's the barracks completed. Now if we step around to this side, I do need to clean up this space here, and I'll get to that eventually. I'm gonna throw a little time lapse on of me finishing up that area, and then after that, we'll be moving on to finishing up kind of the terrain and this area. So yeah, let's get right into a time lapse. Alright, you guys, we have finally made it to finishing the front of the base. Super excited to get into working on this. I'm gonna do a little time lapse, but yeah, so here's the overview of the base so far. And we're just gonna kind of polish this up and start adding an area for the actual battle and where the droids will invade from. So yeah, let's get right into a time lapse.
Another day, another break in the promise was always a pattern of mine. It's the way that I learned that the game it was only a matter of time. And I pray that I don't have to pay for it yet, but I'm willing to gamble on a bet. I'm willing to forgive and forget. Say one thing to me and another and swear it's over the best. Cut all the toxic people telling me to give it a rest. I'm not too sensitive, you just don't have a heart. But I continue to enter the ringer while I'm falling apart. It's a habit I wanna break, like a thieving bandit is on display. And you pull me in and I can't.
Alright, you guys, well, the base is done. The terrain is pretty much done. I'm gonna add a few more things, but yeah, it's to the point where I'd like it. The last thing I'd like to do is probably add a tree onto this island, and I think that'll be about it. I'm gonna save the tree for like offline, as I want to finish this video up, but if you guys made it this far, I did indeed put up some trees on the mock. I think they look awesome. I'm gonna throw one more up over there, but that will definitely be done offline because it is time to start editing this video. Alright, enjoy the outro, guys. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a comment below if anything needs to be changed before the final video. And other than that, thanks for sticking with me through this whole over a year-long process. I hope you did enjoy these updates, and I will catch you guys in the next and final showcase of this mock.